Introduction to Colossians. Author the Apostle Paul. Date written between AD 60 and 61. Title: named after the addressee of the letter of the Church of Colossus. Background: Paul establishes the church at Ephesus on his second missionary journey. While at Ephesus, he develops a special concern for the church at Colossus, even though he has never visited there. Colossus, once similar to the thriving commercial cities of her neighbors, Lacedonia and Hierapolis, is declining. The city is infiltrated with false teachings from the Jews, Greeks, and Orientals. Paul responds to these false teachings, especially that of uh, Gnosticism, which claims secret knowledge and powers and denies Christ's true humanity. Paul sends this letter by way of Typhus and the converted slave Onesimus to the church at Colossus after Epaphroditus' visit and report on the conditions there. Colossians, Ephesians, Philippians, and Philemon comprises Paul's prison epistles, were written from a Roman prison. To whom? To the church at Colossus. Content: the first portion of Colossians is doctrinal in nature, and the last is practical application. Paul combats the false teachings of legalism, angel worship, and ceremonialism. His defense against such heresies is coupled with his urging commitment to the lordship of Christ. Believers are encouraged to take off the old self and put on the new self. Colossians chapter 3 verses 9 and 10. By living righteous lives before God, these rules of holy living giving them freedom from human regulations as they follow Christ's example. Key words: supremacy and head. The book of Colossians is written to a church being deluded with vain worldly philosophies. The supremacy of Christ in every area of life is emphasized as Christ is presented as head of the body, his church. Themes: Jesus alone is sufficient to meet every need of our lives. The perfect reflection of the invisible God is the perfect Jesus Christ. Philosophies that do not exalt Christ and are not from God. Our relationship with God is reflected through our relationship with others. Outline. Number 1. Paul's prayer for the Colossians is found in Colossians chapter 1, verses 1 through 14. Number 2. Supremacy of Christ is found in Colossians chapter 1, verse 15 through Colossians chapter 2, verse 5. Number 3. Deceptive philosophies is found in Colossians chapter 2, verses 6 through 23. Number 4, exhortation for holy living is found in Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 through 17. Number 5, guidelines for Christian relationships is found in Colossians chapter 18 and Colossians chapter 4, verse 1. Guidelines for Christian relationships is found in Colossians chapter 3, verse 18 through Colossians chapter 4, verse 1. And number 6, final instruction is found in Colossians chapter 4, verses 2 through 18. May the Lord add a blessing to the introduction of the book of Colossians.